Are you a landscaping or contracting business who's looking to take your Facebook ads to the next level? In this video, we're going to talk about how video ads on Facebook specifically are one of the best and easiest ways to take your results to another level. What's going on, you guys? This is Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency. And in this video, I'm going to give you 4 different ways that you can crush video ad marketing on Facebook for your landscaping or contracting business. Right now, video ads are one of the biggest opportunities that you have in your business, and here's why. Most contractors aren't using video because they're just scared to be on video. It's just difficult for people to do it. They don't want to do it. A lot of people just would rather put up pictures or stock images and basically do the very bare minimum that you can do. But if you're willing to step up and do video in your advertising, you have a huge leg up on the competition. Moreover on that, with where our society is going right now with TikTok and short form content, video is becoming more and more of a valuable skill that you can have as a business owner. So I would highly recommend you that you pay attention to this video until the end, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to do engaging video ads on Facebook. They're going to be able to get you cheaper quality leads, better results, and overall brand your company in a way that's going to help you stand out from the competition. So let's dive right into things here. I'm going to give you these 4 different tips of how you can crush video ads today. All right, so tip number 1, the first tip that I have for you here is that you don't need any fancy equipment at all to do these types of video ads. In fact, all you need is just your phone. So a lot of people, when I say that, hey, let's do some video ads for your landscaping or contracting business, they kind of freak out a little bit and they think like, okay, I'm gonna need to do this big production and hire, a video team and blah, 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 rent a camera. But the truth is that all you really need is a camera, a phone, with a really good camera on it. And most phones these days, if it's a newer iPhone or Android, they all come with like really good HD cameras on them. And so I would definitely recommend to just use a phone. Don't overcomplicate this, because most phones have the capacity to make these types of videos on social media. And guess what? All the other people who are on social media and posting things are all posting it from their phone anyway. So the more native that this content can look, the better. So I would definitely recommend to just use your phone, because it'll look native to the platform, and the quality on your phone is definitely, by far good enough anyway. The other thing too that I want to mention here before we go any further is a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm not good on video, I can't do that." But I would definitely challenge you to step up and just want to be good at video, because it's a skill that you can have in your business that can help set you apart. So if you can do it, then it's going to definitely be a really good advantage for you. All right, now the next thing that you need to keep in mind, the next tip I have here for you to crush your video ads is a concept I call high concept. Now, before you start filming or you do anything for this video, it's really important that you come up with something I call the big idea or high concept. What does this mean? What this means is that you need to come up with about 3 to 5 different concepts for your video. And, it's really important that the concept is actually what I call rare. So a lot of contractors who do make videos, basically what the extent of that video will look like is them sitting in their truck, or maybe them at the job site recording themselves and doing an elevator pitch of their services, which I'm not saying is bad, by the way. That's good. A lot of our clients will do that, and that's good. But the way to crush it, to take it to the next level, is to produce a video with something called high concept. And what that means is that the overall concept of the video is communicating something at a much higher level and is more difficult to be able to capture. So I'll give you some examples. So a contractor sitting in his truck recording a video. That is what I would say is low concept, and it's very easy to repeat that type of video, right? Because the barrier to entry of any contractor to sit in their truck and record a video like that is super, super low, right? However, An example of doing high concept would be standing next to a completed job that you just finished with the homeowner beside you, being like, hey, yeah, do you want to just share a couple words about what it was like working with example landscaping, and have the homeowner actually talk about what it was like and be like, yeah, so if you're interested, book a call. That would be higher concept than just sitting in a truck, right? It's harder to get. It's more rare of footage, right? So what I want you to do is come up with 3 to 5 different concepts that you can do for a promotional video or ad that's going to be difficult for people to emulate or copy, right? Because the more difficult it is to get that type of shot, the more that you're going to be able to create an ad that's really going to get people's attention. Think of it like this, like the more scarce or more like rare of a content it is, then that's going to get a greater type of response from people, right? So another example of something that would be like higher concept is, instead of making a video of you like standing in your office just being like, yeah, spring is here, we would love to help you with your landscaping needs, etc. Another high concept idea would be you actually getting a shot of you out in the field with your technicians or your crew in the background actually working on a job, and the sun is shining and you're like, hey, what's going on, you guys? We're hard at work here. Spring is here. We're booking up quickly. As you can see, my crew is working hard, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's more difficulty in getting that actual shot. And so the more difficulty there is in getting that shot and the more rare that shot is, that's going to be a lot more valuable and go viral and get more people's attention really, really easily. Something else that I want to note here is that these types of video ads, they should be about 1 to 3 minutes. That's kind of like the typical timeline that you should shoot for. So you don't want to go longer than that. And like I said, you just want to make sure that you have 3 to 5 different concepts. So I recommend writing out some scripts, or at least some different bullet points and frameworks for each concept. So then you're ready to go out and actually get that footage, right? Now let's talk about getting the footage in general, right? So recording. So now that you've got these concepts, you need to go out and like actually record these concepts, right? So like I said earlier, don't overthink this. Use your phone to actually get the recording, right? So use your phone, that's perfectly fine. Next thing to think about though, before you do any recording, I actually did another video on this. It was all about priming yourself for recording ads, right? So I recommend, before you ever record anything, make sure that your state, like your emotional state and your energy levels, are a little bit higher up, because you don't want to jump on video and talk like this and, hey everyone, yeah, like we would love to be able to help you out, and don't hesitate to book a call. Like, it's super boring when you do that kind of thing, and it's not engaging for an ad. So what I recommend is just prime yourself a little bit for your energy. Like, if you have to go for a run, if you have to jump up and down a little bit, just get yourself into a little bit more of an excited state. Raise and project your voice, make some good eye contact, and your ads are going to be a lot more engaging. So before you record anything, make sure that you definitely prime your state. That's like the first thing I would say within recording there. Next is make sure that you record your ads in portrait mode. So you want to hold your phone vertically, not horizontally. The reason for this is that when you go to the editing phase, which we'll talk about in just a second, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to actually edit the videos and the ads in the right way for social media if they're in portrait mode, because it'll work for Reels, it'll work for many different types of platforms. And so make sure you record it in portrait mode. That's going to be really important for that. Next is that let's say that you're recording your ad and you're doing it like in a selfie, or you have it on a tripod or something. Really important is that you want to actually be able to memorize the script ideally. But if you can't, and you're having difficulty talking at camera, because a lot of people, when they talk to a camera now, suddenly they're just having a difficult time, I recommend downloading a teleprompter app on your phone. So if you just go to the App Store and you just type in teleprompter, you will be able to find a lot of different apps that will be able to put the script on your phone, so that then when you are filming yourself, whether it's through a selfie or if you have a tripod or something like that, you'll be able to actually see the words and you can read the script to the camera. So that is a really easy trick that you can do that will be able to help you along the way of actually recording these videos and getting that done properly, right? So these are the tips that I would give for the recording phase. Biggest one is just do it. Like, don't overthink this. Just try and get what you can get. Also, if you like mess up the script or you're reading a teleprompter and you mess up, just keep going. You can always edit it later. We'll talk about editing in just a sec. That's actually the next step here, the last one. So let's talk about editing here for the last tip here I have for you. So editing is super important. Like I said, when you're recording, you can always cut up the video afterwards in editing, so that if you make any mistakes, you can just chop it and like re-edit. So don't get tripped up in like the recording of it. You can just like go into editing later and then fix that, right? So the editing software that we use for our clients that I recommend for you is CapCut. It's free. There's some like pro features and stuff, but for the most part, for your needs, you're just going to be able to use the free version, and it's great. It's super easy to learn how to use, and you're going to be able to do most of the things that you need to do in there. I'm going to give you a couple tips for editing that I think will be helpful for you. So number one is that you do want to edit in some B-roll and different shots in the selfie video that you're doing, right? So you could just do like one video of yourself talking with like some of these concepts like I'm talking about, but you're going to want some kind of B-roll in the background or edited over your voice, right? So for example, you're going to want like pictures of your work. You're going to want to show like the actual finished product, right? Landscaping is extremely visual, so you want to show what the actual job is that you're talking about, right? That's definitely going to help. So B-roll, if you don't know what that means, it just means like other images or videos on top of what you're talking about, so people can actually see the work. Super important. Also, just putting captions on the video. There's a lot of free services. There's a company called Captions. It's a software that can put that on there for you. The reason you want to have captions, like the words on the ad as well, is that if someone has the video muted, then they can still watch it. Also, it just helps people follow along now, because people, have like ADD brain these days, so it does help people focus a little bit more. And again, like what I would say is you want your editing for your videos to be around 1 to 3 minutes long. So you want to edit it to be within that range. And I would say within your editing, if there's one thing you could really focus on, would be the hook of the video. So you definitely want to make sure that the hook of the video in your editing is like edited to be, within 5 seconds, I would say, of your video, because that hook part of the video is what's going to grab people to make them want to watch the video in full or the ad, right? I actually, if you text me, I'll put my number below to make this editing part easier for you. I'll give you some templates for absolutely free that we use with our clients. So if you text me at the number below, just text me video editing at the number below, and I'll send you over some of our Canva templates and CapCut templates that we use for video ads. And I'll actually include a video training of my operations manager just going through CapCut and showing how we actually edit the videos, so that you could just download CapCut, watch the video, and then know exactly what to do and go in and like start getting this kind of stuff, so you can also visualize what these ads look like. So those are my 4 tips of what I would recommend to be able to take your video ads to the next level. This is getting a little bit more advanced in this one, but this is how you're really going to start to crush your video ads, specifically on Facebook. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, give it a subscribe, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment below. I'm happy to answer anything that you guys have. And if you found this video helpful and you're trying to run Facebook ads for your landscaping business, and maybe you're having a difficult time and you're looking for an expert team to come in and really take things to another level for you, Link is in the description below. You can click that and you can book a free strategy call with myself. What we'll do is we'll take a look at your current situation, and then we'll look at your goals and we'll reverse engineer the path there. And then we can offer our support to help you in the Facebook ads department and marketing department to help you get to the next level. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.